Number 1. The 1967 Chevrolet C10, priced at $16,000. iPriced at $16,000. Kicking things off at number 1, we got a beautifully set up 1967 Chevrolet C10, a classic step-side short bed with a small rear window that screams vintage style and street performance. Priced at $16,000. This truck is priced at $16,000, and it brings a whole lot more to the table than just good looks. Under the hood sits a powerful 383-stroker engine, paired with a TH400 automatic transmission and an external cooler, making the setup perfect for spirited street driving or cruising. To keep things running cool, it features a larger aluminum radiator with an electric fan, a thoughtful addition that shows the builder knew what they were doing. This truck comes equipped with power steering for smooth handling, and out back, you've got a 4.11 rear gear ratio with Posey track, giving you serious torque off the line. The stance is aggressive and well planned. It's been lowered 4 inches in the front and rear, using 2-inch drop spindles and 2-inch drop springs up front, while the rear features 4-inch drop coil springs with an adjustable track bar to keep everything in check. Braking has been upgraded as well. Power front disc brakes paired with rear drums offer solid stopping power. And when it comes to sound, you're in for a treat. 2.5-inch true dual exhaust with Dynamax bullet mufflers exits cleanly below each side step, giving this truck a deep, throaty rumble that matches its performance. The paint is described as good driver quality. It's not a show queen, but it presents well with just some minor scratches and chips here and there. It's the kind of finish that still turns heads without making you afraid to actually drive it. With only 11,000 miles on the build, this C10 is ready for its next chapter. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a retro daily, or a platform for further customization, this Chevy has all the right bones. The seller is asking $16,000, or best offer in notes. No trades, just looking to sell. If you're after a clean, well-built, and tastefully modified classic pickup, this 1967 C10 is more than worth a closer look. Number 2. The 1983 Toyota Hilux Pickup, offered at $6,000 and located in Tyler, Texas. But this isn't just any Hilux. This one's a rare Mojave trim, with only 3,500 units ever produced, making it a limited edition survivor that's become harder and harder to find in any condition. This example is a 2-wheel drive model powered by a gasoline engine and backed by a 5-speed manual transmission, a classic combination known for its legendary reliability and mechanical simplicity. It's clocked in at 331,009 miles, though the odometer is currently stuck at 331,099. But here's the important part. It still runs, idles, drives, and stops like a champ. The seller even drives into town once a month just to keep everything moving smoothly. Originally intended as a slow burn restoration project, this truck has all the potential to go in whichever direction you choose. Whether that a full period correct restoration, a clean daily driver, or just a cool vintage runabout for weekend cruises. It's got the bones, the charm, and the rare trim level to make it stand out in any crowd. Mechanically, things are in good shape. The carburetor and fuel lines have been cleaned, and the seller notes you could literally drive it home today without issue. That makes it not only a solid base for a build, but also reliable transportation in its current condition. You're also getting some extras with a deal, new old stock parts, and other miscellaneous items, which should help move your restoration along or add value down the road. With its rugged styling, manual gearbox, and classic Toyota reliability, this Hilux Mojave offers a great blend of usability and collectible appeal. And given its rarity, this one won't likely sit on the market too long. If you're into vintage Japanese trucks or just looking for a no-nonsense classic that's fun to drive, this 1983 Toyota Hilux Mojave is definitely worth a look. Priced at $6,000 with a clean Texas title, It might just be the unique project you've been waiting for. Number 3. The 1973 Ford F-250 Heavy Duty, regular cab with a long bed, listed for just $3,800 and located in Junction City, Oregon. This is your average farm truck. This one's a 4x4 beast, powered by a 390 V8, paired to a 4-speed manual transmission, and topped off with a Holly 4-barrel carburetor and hooker headers. That's a strong setup for anyone looking to build a classic trail rig, a weekend hauler, or just bring an old-school bruiser back to life. She's at 180,000 miles on the clock, and according to the seller, the engine cranks over great, which means the core is still solid. But like many old projects, she'll need a bit more work to get running. The seller's honest about it. They just don't have the time to mess with it anymore. Let's talk about the drivetrain. The transfer case shifts smoothly and the transmission moves through the gears without a hitch. A great sign for anyone planning to restore or even swap components. The truck rolls freely and there are no stuck brake drums, which means it's easy to move around the shop or yard as you wrench on it. But keep in mind, the brakes do not work, so you'll definitely want to bring a trailer. Visually and mechanically, this F-250 is a strong candidate for restoration, especially for fans of old-school Ford trucks. It's got the bones, the drivetrain, and the patina that turns heads. Whether you want to turn it into a backwoods crawler, a reliable shop truck, or a vintage rig that pulls double duty at the car show and job site, this is the kind of platform you want. Once again, it's priced at just $3,800, making it one of the more affordable heavy-duty 4x4 classics out there right now. If you're ready to put in a little elbow grease and want a tough, old-school truck with big block power, this 1973 Ford F-250 could be your next big project. Number 4. The 1969 Ford F-100, listed at $8,500, located in Mariposa, California. This classic F-100 isn't just a looker, it's a turnkey driver. According to the seller, it runs and drives great. The radio, headlights, and other electricals are fully functional, and the truck stops confidently, thanks in part to its power steering, which makes cruising and maneuvering way easier than you'd expect from a 1960s pickup. Under the hood, you'll find a small block V8 mated to AC for automatic transmission, a classic and reliable pairing that delivers smooth performance and an unmistakable old-school rumble. It's the kind of setup that gives you that vintage feel with just enough modern drivability. Now, this F-100 sports what many collectors and builders love to see: authentic patina. It has that surface rust look, but no major rust issues, which means it's structurally solid and full of potential. Whether you want to leave it as is and enjoy the nostalgic vibe or take it to the next level with a full build, this truck gives you options. Visually, it's got the honest, classic work truck aesthetic that's increasingly hard to find. It's not over-polished, not molested, just a clean old Ford with decades of character. It's the kind of truck you can drive to the local show, the hardware store, or down a scenic country road, and turn heads at all three. And here's the cherry on top. The title is in hand, and the vehicle's on non-op status in California, which means no back fees at the DMV. That's a big plus if you're looking for an easy transfer and a clean slate. So whether you're a Ford truck enthusiast, a patina lover, or just someone looking for a solid platform to enjoy or build on, this 1969 F-100 checks a lot of boxes. Once again, it's located in Mariposa, California, and priced at $8,500. Number 5. The 1986 Ford F-150 XLT Pickup, priced at $7,425, located in Dripping Springs, Texas. This truck is powered by the reliable 5.0-liter, 302 cubic inch V8 engine, backed by an automatic transmission. According to the seller, It runs smoothly between dripping springs in Austin with no issues. It's not perfect, but it's a great example of a dependable classic that still holds its own on the road. Mechanically, this F-150 has seen a fair bit of recent maintenance, all done since the summer of 2024. That includes new spark plugs, new plug wires, a fresh ignition system, and a new ignition lock cylinder. It's also had the water pump pulley replaced, fresh coolant added, and a new fuel pump and filter installed. Up front, the brakes have also been redone, a big plus if you're planning to drive it regularly. Now, while it runs and drives, it's not without its quirks. The air conditioning isn't working, and the headlights and turn signals work intermittently, so some wiring or electrical attention is likely needed. The seller is upfront about it needing some TLC, and honestly, that's part of the appeal for many classic truck lovers. It's not overly polished or modified. This one still got its honest, original character. From the outside, it still carries that unmistakable bullnose Ford look, with the iconic squared-off front end, bold grille, and classic XLT trim. If you're a fan of vintage pickups that you can drive, fix, and personalize along the way, this one checks a lot of boxes. The seller mentions they hate to sell it, but they need the money. So this may be the right time to pick up a solid, clean-running classic F-Series for under $8,000. Whether you're after a daily driver with some personality, a light-duty shop truck, or a foundation for a full restoration, this 1986 Ford F-150 XLT could be a smart buy. Number 6. The 1971 Ford Custom Sport, offered at $19,000 and located in Blanco, Texas. With 75,000 miles on the odometer and an automatic transmission, this classic Ford isn't just about looks. It's got the heart and muscle to back it up. What sets this one apart is what's under the hood. A 1972 351 Cleveland V8, professionally bored and stroked by a local speed shop. This engine setup adds power, torque, and character to the drive, giving you that deep, throaty rumble that only a true old-school build can deliver. The seller calls an old-school fix-up, and that spirit shows throughout. Inside, the seat has been professionally reupholstered, and custom door panels were redone to match, creating a clean, cohesive look that balances ruggedness with comfort. The flooring is covered with a new floor mat, not carpet. Simple, classic, and easy to maintain. Cosmetically, the truck maintains its vintage presence. The body lines, chrome details, and stands give it the unmistakable silhouette of a 1970s Ford pickup. It's not trying to be flashy. It's confident in its own raw authenticity. This is the kind of truck you bring to a weekend cruise in, and people stop to ask questions about what's under the hood. Now, while it runs like a top, according to the seller, there are a few things to note. It doesn't have air conditioning, and it's currently parked under covered storage. Not because of mechanical issues, but because the owner simply needs the cash and is ready to let go of what he calls another vehicle taking up space. This Ford Custom Sport strikes a great balance. It's been upgraded where it matters, performance, interior, and reliability, while still leaving room for you to make it your own. Whether you're looking for a fun weekend cruiser, a piece of Ford history, or just a badass old truck with real muscle and charm, this 1971 Ford Custom Sport in Blanco, Texas, is worth a serious look. Number 7. The 1971 Ford F-100, offered at $18,000 and located in Coburn. This F-100 is a rear-wheel drive, automatic transmission truck that proudly carries its vintage style in a striking blue paint job. The odometer reads a symbolic 1,111,111 miles, which, while likely a placeholder, suggests this truck has lived a full life and is still ready for more. The 1971 F-100 belongs to the fifth generation of Ford's legendary pickup line, a generation known for its clean body lines, wide stance, and solid performance. These trucks were built with simplicity, strength, and serviceability in mind, and this example stays true to that philosophy. Powered by a gasoline engine, this Ford offers the basic mechanical reliability and classic driving feel you expect from a truck of this era. It's not bogged down by electronics or unnecessary complications, just raw, honest American engineering. According to the seller, it has a clean title. And while the listing doesn't get too deep into the mechanicals, that just leaves more room for you to ask the right questions and take a closer look. Trucks like this often come with hidden character, from backyard rebuilds to decades of family ownership. And sometimes, that's where the real value lies. Now, let's talk about potential. At $18,000, this F-100 is a great candidate, whether you want to drive it as is, restore it to original factory glory, or even turn into a mild restomod with modern comforts under a vintage shell. The platform is solid. The bones are strong and the style, timeless. And while there's no mention of creature comforts like AIC or upgraded suspension, that's part of what makes this kind of truck so appealing. You can make it into whatever you want. Or better yet, leave it just the way it is and enjoy a pure, analog driving experience the way our parents and grandparents did. If you're a fan of old-school Fords or just someone looking to own a piece of true American truck heritage, this 1971 Ford F-150 in Coburn could be the next key in your ignition. Number 8. The 1978 Chevrolet Cheyenne Stepside, listed for $18,000 and located in San Fernando. This is not your average vintage pickup. The Stepside bed, with its flared fenders and nostalgic curves, gives this Chevy a timeless, unmistakable profile, something you just don't see on modern trucks anymore. The owner has had this beauty for over 15 years, and it shows in the level of upkeep and pride that comes through the listing. About 4 years ago, the truck received a fresh repaint, and although it now has a few minor scratches and nicks, it still presents beautifully. It's not trying to be a show queen. It's a driver's truck, capable of hitting 75 to 80 miles per hour all day long, making it ideal for weekend cruises, casual meets, or even a spirited drive down the highway. Under the hood, it's powered by a 704, our transmission with overdrive, a smart upgrade that not only improves fuel efficiency, but also enhances highway drivability, especially for a classic like this. And if comfort is a priority, you'll be pleased to hear that it's equipped with air conditioning and even the original cruise control, which is a rare find in trucks of this era. This Cheyenne comes with a clean title in hand, and the registration is good until August of next year. So it's ready to hit the road with zero red tape. It's a no-nonsense offer from a long-term owner who's clearly invested in keeping this truck solid and road-ready. Now let's talk possibilities. For $18,000 or best offer, this could be the perfect entry into classic truck world for someone who wants a mix of reliability, style, and drivability. Whether you want to keep it stock and enjoy its old-school charm or slowly upgrade it into a custom cruiser, the bones are here. The stance is clean, the lines are classic, and the heart of this Chevy is still beating strong. If you've been dreaming of a Stepside with personality and pedigree, this 1978 Chevy Cheyenne in San Fernando might just be your next driveway centerpiece. Number 9. The 1968 Chevrolet C20 Custom Camper Long Bed, price of $18,000, located in Ventura, California. Coming in at number 9, we got a serious workhorse with classic charm and modern upgrades. The 1968 Chevy C20 Custom Camper, a long bed beast that blends vintage styling with real mechanical investment, offer now a reduced price of $18,000, down from $22,000, and located in Ventura, California. This is a 3/4-ton long bed truck, built for hauling, towing, and staying on the road for the long haul. It's the kind of vehicle that was made to last, and this one has been well on its way. Thanks to a long list of recent upgrades under the hood, you'll find the original 327 V8, but don't worry, it's been fully rebuilt, giving it a fresh lease on life with plenty of reliable miles ahead. It's paired with a 700R4 transmission, giving you an automatic with overdrive, which means better fuel economy and much smoother cruising on the highway, an excellent touch for a truck originally designed decades before the idea of fuel efficiency entered the picture. Now, let's talk about the mechanical work that's been done, and it's a long list. New brakes, new bearings, new seals, a new master cylinder, new bushings, new tie rods, and more. The suspension and steering components have all been addressed, which means the handling is far tighter and safer than most trucks of this age. And yes, it even comes with air conditioning and heat, making it a comfortable ride year-round, whether you're rolling along the coast or working hard inland. Cosmetically, the truck is in great shape overall, though the rocker panels do show some rust, which is common for a truck of this age. Still, it's nothing that compromises the structure, and the rest of the body appears solid and clean. This isn't just a classic pickup. It's a custom camper model, which means it was originally built for utility and comfort on long road trips or heavy hauling jobs. If you're someone who appreciates old-school durability with thoughtful mechanical upgrades, this C20 hits a sweet spot. With only 82,000 miles on the odometer since its rebuild and all the heavy lifting already done, this truck is ready to work or cruise. Whether you're looking to tow, restore further, or just enjoy it as is, the bones are strong and the drive is smooth. At $18,000, this is a solid buy for anyone seeking a usable classic that still has its soul and a whole lot of torque left to give. Number 10. The 1979 Chevy Silverado, lovingly referred to by its current owner as a well-aged black tuxedo. Priced at $18,500 and located in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, this truck brings a kind of soul you can't fake, and the kind of comfort you can still enjoy daily. With 83,300 miles on the odometer and a clean title in hand, this classic Silverado has been carefully restored to vintage condition. Not in a showroom-perfect way, but in a way that honors its original character. The current owner proudly chose to preserve the imperfections, embracing what he calls the scars of time, rather than covering them up. And honestly, that choice gives this truck an authenticity that's hard to replicate. Under the hood and throughout the drivetrain, everything is in working order. It starts right up, drives like a dream, and delivers a kind of solid, confident ride that made these trucks legends in the first place. It's not just for show. The Silverado is built to move. And don't let the vintage vibes fool you. It's got modern comfort where it counts. The air conditioning blows ice cold. And the cassette radio still works, complete with a cassette to Bluetooth receiver, so you can blast your playlist while keeping the dash looking era correct. It's that perfect mix of nostalgia and function. The exterior wears black paint that shows its age gracefully. It's not a mirror finish, but that's not the point. This isn't a truck trying to be new. It's a survivor that wears its years with pride, a true black tuxedo of the road, as the owner calls it. It's been kept out in the sun lately, which breaks the seller's heart, but that's exactly why he's listing it now. He'd rather see the Silverado go to someone with a garage and a passion for preservation. Someone who will appreciate the heritage and continue the story. If you're looking for a clean, honest, late 70s Silverado that still runs strong, has working AIC, and radiates timeless style, this one checks all the boxes. It's not just transportation. It's memory, metal, and muscle wrapped into one beautiful package. So if you're ready to bring this Rio Rancho black tuxedo home, better move quick. Trucks like this don't sit still for long. Number 11. The 1984 Ford F-150 XL, a time capsule of American craftsmanship with just 71,000 original miles on the clock. Priced at $17,000 and located in Sanford, this truck is not a restoration. It's the real deal. All original, garage kept, and lovingly maintained with OEM parts or new old stock when replacements were needed. This F-150 isn't trying to pretend to be something it's not. It is what it's always been, a dependable, rugged, and stylish full-size pickup from a time when trucks were built for both work and pride of ownership. The seller has kept this truck in amazing shape, down to the details. Routine wear items, shocks, tires, and so on have been replaced as needed, but only with parts that stay true to the original design. There's no aftermarket flash here, just a classic XL trim in its most authentic form. And the color? That gorgeous two-tone copper glow and light desert tan, an iconic 80s color combo that screams vintage Ford in all the best ways. The paint still holds its shine, a testament to years of garage-kept protection. But here's the emotional part. The current owner can no longer keep it out of the sun. After some serious soul searching, they've made the tough call to pass it along to someone who can continue to care for it the way it deserves. Mechanically, this truck is tight, solid, and dependable. No mods, no fuss. Just Ford's factory engineering performing exactly as intended. Whether you're into originality for car shows or just want something nostalgic and reliable to cruise on weekends, this truck delivers. The XL badge gives you that classic mid-range trim level. Simple, honest, and just enough comfort without going overboard. It's the kind of truck that reminds you of small-town hardware stores, dusty back roads, and the golden age of Ford pickups. This isn't just a truck. It's a story, a piece of someone's past, preserved with care and ready for its next chapter. So if you've been waiting for an original low-mileage F-150 XL that hasn't been tampered with, rushed through restoration, or modified out its identity, this one's a rare gem. And at $17,000, you're not just buying a truck. You're buying nearly 4 decades of American history, still running strong. Number 12. The 1968 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4, offered at just $400 in West Palm Beach. And yes, you heard that right, $400. This isn't your typical driver. It's a true barn find, a rolling piece of Mopar history that's been waiting over a decade for someone to bring it back to life. Believed to be a '68 model, this classic Dodge still holds its original V8 engine, with just 65,000 miles on the clock, original, not rebuilt. The owner says the truck ran fine when parked, and the only issue at the time was alignment. But that was 12 to 15 years ago. Now, let's be real. This is not a turnkey truck. It's been sitting. It's going to need work, and it's going to need a trailer with a winch. All 4 tires are shot, and the truck has not moved in over a decade. But under that dust and time-worn rubber lies a solid body with no dents, and the bones of a beast that could roar again. This is the kind of project that serious restoration fans dream about. A blank canvas with good structure, a legendary drivetrain, and a low-mileage V8 that, with some effort, could be blasted, cleaned, and revived into something special. In fact, the seller is already considering pulling the motor and rebuilding it if it doesn't sell soon. So, the price is firm at $400, but what you're really buying is a shot at saving a classic. A 4x4 from the late 60s, before Ram was even its own brand, when Dodge trucks were built like tanks and designed to go where others wouldn't dare. This truck isn't for the casual buyer. It's for someone who sees potential where others see rust. Someone with a trailer, a garage, and a vision. Maybe it becomes a fully restored showpiece. Maybe it becomes a patina-covered off-road beast. Maybe it becomes your next labor of love. Whatever you turn it into, the title is open and in hand, and the history is ready for its next chapter. But don't wait, because once the seller starts restoring that engine, this opportunity might be gone for good. Number 13. The 1982 Chevrolet C30, offered at $13,000 in Dripping Springs, Texas. This isn't just another old work truck. This is a family-owned, single-owner farm truck, purchased new and handed down through generations on a Missouri farm. With only 46,000 original miles, the C30 has lived a life of purpose, not abuse, and it shows. It runs like a champ, and it's ready for a new home, hopefully with someone who will appreciate the history under the hood. Let's talk basics. It's a true 1-ton dually, built for load-bearing and long hauls. This truck doesn't pretend to be modern. It didn't even come with a C from the factory, but the heater works great for those cooler early mornings. It's also fitted with brand new Goodyear Wranglers all around, so it's ready to roll from the jump. There's some hail damage on the hood, a reminder it's time under open skies. But that imperfection just adds character. This truck isn't leaking, isn't smoking, and doesn't have mystery issues. It's dependable, solid, and yes, it's got dual stacks that let it roar like a beast on back roads and blacktop alike. The seller is open to serious offers, and while the price is negotiable, this isn't a clearance deal. It's a chance to own a real deal, low-mileage Chevy C30 with heritage, guts, and growl. No trades, no help needed selling. Just a call for someone who sees what this truck is and what it can be. Whether you're looking for a tow rig, a vintage hauler, or just a badass dude with a story, this 82C30 might be your perfect match. And with that mileage and that family legacy, it's one you don't see every day.